It's official. Practically the entire world is obsessed with Pokemon Go, and so am I. I've learned a lot of really cool things since playing that I would like to share with you, such as how to throw curveballs for extra experience points, and other tricks that'll guarantee you will be the very best like no one ever was. Let's Pokemon Go!
You're watching Dynamite TV.
Evolving for full health. While this differs from the original platforms we know and love, one cool little feature of Go is that when you force evolve a monster, its hit points will go back to full if it was not already. This is especially helpful when you just got creamed at a gym and are out of potions and revive. Server overloads. We've all experienced the sadness that is technical difficulties. However, one can avoid this travesty by checking a handy website a friend turned me onto called MMOserverstatus.com. I'll leave a link in the description below. Happy hunting. Maintaining tracking. This might be a no-brainer, but unlike your typical mobile app, Pokemon Go's various systems like tracking the world around you and populating it, tracking distance to hatch eggs, etc., do not work when the app is closed or inactive or while your screen is on, which means you would have to leave the app on and running, lit, and all if you were wanting to hatch those eggs. The app must register where you are at all times in order to monitor the position of Pokemon nearby, and when you turn off the app, it resets your starting point. With all this in mind, let's speak about the quote-unquote battery saver option. Besides the ungodly amounts of data in which PGO eats, the other complaint you've probably already uttered is the incredible drain on your battery power. It has been reported that Niantic is working on an update to fix the issue. However, the battery saving mode refers to the nature of the screen turning on and off, such as if it were in your pocket. This mode allows your screen to shut off while everything runs in the background, alerting you via notification and vibration. And while it's not a perfect solution, it is what we have to hold us over for now. The best advice one can give is to carry mobile battery chargers or an extra battery to suffice on long adventure. Transfer for candy. Much like the flagship platform on Nintendo's consoles, there will be a handful of Pokemon you will see often and are common to come across. Even more so if you are farming or grinding a targeted area. That said, you will likely acquire many duplicates in your Pokemon viewer. If you click on the middle Pokeball icon and then the left icon, you can view all the creatures you've got. Choose a duplicate, and then scroll down to transfer it to Professor Willow in exchange for a candy specific to that Pokemon, in which you can use to either increase the stats of that same kind of Pokemon, or even cause it to evolve into its next form. Daily freebies. Once you've lost the lustrous idea of free items mapped all around the real world, you will likely come to terms with the fact that you'll actually have to go out to these places to merely stay loaded with these items. Luckily, this is not entirely the only way, as you can buy via microtransactions from the shop if you so choose to, because, well, the app is free and they have to recoup that money back in one way or another. However, in the top right corner, you'll notice a shield icon with a number inside of it. This number represents how many gyms you're defending. Clicking it will give you a bonus of some kind, such as 10 credits or perhaps even an item. The more gyms you're defending, the more bonuses you can collect. What's that shield? Speaking of that shield, the further you get in the game, especially upon receiving level 5, choosing your gym faction, and conquering some gyms, you will notice the number change in the shield. Why did they decide to put it there? I don't know. However, there you go. Special attacks. At first, battling gyms will likely be frustrating and aggravating, and you might find yourself having to revive and heal many times over before getting the hang of it. The quick operations are this. Tapping the screen will attack, while swiping either left or right will dodge your opponent's attacks. However, once you get the hang of it, the whole process becomes very invigorating, and even more so once you learn how to unleash your monster's special abilities. Each Pokemon has varied attack, and the one with the blue bar is a special move. Each bar equals a use of that move. To initiate it, just hold your finger on the screen. Curveball. So now that you're a boss at catching pocket monsters with 100% accuracy, I'm sure you're starting to get bored, right? Yeah, right. But I'm sure you want more of a challenge, right? Well, the developers had you in mind because you're actually able to throw curveballs at potential catches that will not only make you feel cool, but also give you extra experience points. To throw one of these curveball and sluggers, all you have to do is hold the Pokeball with your finger, and then move in a rotating motion until the stars and sparkles start coming out of it. Then, angle it much like you would a curveball by aiming it for the edge of the screen. It takes time and a lot of lost Pokeballs to master, but once you do, you'll feel accomplished. If you use this technique with a lucky egg, you can double your base experience points and will be ranking hard as fuck in no time. Catching standing still. Even though the game is designed to get you out of your house and out of your seat, due to the way that the world spawns monsters, sometimes standing still can gain some rewards as well. Niantic's servers are constantly bouncing off the data sent from Google Maps, which means of course walking around and running will cause Pokemon to spawn based on their environment, but this also means that because of the lag and the catch-up of the servers, that even standing still will cause spawns nearby to initiate regardless. A good proven way to play is to move a couple hundred meters and then take a 5-minute break or so, letting the map load where you currently find yourself. You'll know it's done loading when the white spinning icon in the top left disappears. Always take breaks to see what might be hiding nearby. 100% accuracy. Upon catching your first Pokemon, you might ask yourself if this is just a cleverly masked version of Paper Toss. The answer is yes, and also no. There is a bit more skill involved than just swiping and a few more dynamics at play than it is readily talked about or taught to you in the beginning. Such as, what are those colored rings? Why are they oscillating about the Pokemon? What does it all mean? I will tell you. The color represents the difficulty of the potential catch and its threat level. Green being the easiest to red being most difficult. If green, for example, hold your Pokeball until the ring is as small as possible before it resets to ensure a 100% rate of accuracy each time. Most of the time, anyway. Yellow, orange, and red rings mean you will want to calm the Pokemon down first, otherwise it will simply break out of each ball you throw at it. Later on, as you level up, you'll be able to use berries to bring this threat level down. Unless, of course, you throw stronger balls at it, such as Great and Master Balls. Hey guys, don't forget, I just opened up a Twitch channel recently, in which I'll be doing Q&As and working on my videos, so you get an inside look at what it is that I do. Check out the link in my description for more information. For more videos, subscribe here. Footprints. Off in the right corner, you will find what may at first appear as some sort of measure of popularity. However, what this is a menu that actually tells you how close or far potential Pokemon might be. When you activate your application, the game triangulates your current position using GPS. The footprints next to the Pokemon or the silhouette of the Pokemon will tell you just how far you will have to walk in order to discover it. For example, 3 footprints mean somewhere around 300 meters or roughly 1,000 feet, whereas 2 footprints is roughly around 2 meters or roughly 650 feet, and 1 footprint would be about 100 meters or roughly 328 feet. Finally, no footprints means that the Pokemon is about to spawn somewhere near you. Also, something worth noting is that it doesn't seem to matter too much which direction you walk, only that you do walk. Also, here's a nifty little diagram I found on a Facebook group to visually make sense of it even more. We've covered so many topics on this channel already, but maybe we haven't covered one that you'd like to see. Leave me a comment in the section below and let me know what kind of stuff you want to see now on DTV.
You're watching Dynamite TV.
And as always, thanks for watching.